Hello, so I'm on day 3 of NoFap. I broke the 2-day cycle, the binge cycle, and I've started noticing benefits like clearer thinking. I've been more sociable, more socially coherent with my family, and hopefully once I finish school, it will carry over to other areas of my life. I can sort of expand that sociality outward, because one of my key triggers is loneliness. And there's healthy loneliness, and then there's just sitting down and ruminating. And some rumination is good, when it's productive, when you're actually gaining new insights about yourself through journaling and like walking, spending time with yourself, having the odd coffee alone. It's perfectly fine to do activities alone. But when I kind of just sit there going through my past and going through all of these old memories, bringing stuff up that isn't even relevant anymore, that triggers it, because I get triggered by painful memories from my past and worries about the future, about people judging me and whatnot. And that sort of that triggers it, because I don't really know what the people think about me until I speak to them, until I actually approach them and strike up a conversation. I can only just assume from my past experiences that it's generalizing it, really, that they're going to give me the same response, and all of this anxiety, it doesn't exist. And it's fueled by low self-esteem from those memories. And because I'm lowering my standards. When I speak to people, I assume I can't speak to people. I have to watch YouTube. When I assume I can't speak to women, the lowest standard that I could have is PMO use. Using PMO and seeing all of these virtual porn stars, like all of these women with plastic bodies and whatnot. And to be honest, these women with plastic bodies, I've noticed the faces, how unnatural they look. They actually look like cats. You know, they don't look human at all, because there's having surgery on your face and wearing makeup, and then there's just overkill, and they're just overkill. You're not going to find those women in real life, and you may feel like a stud fapping over them, but in reality, you're not. You're not proving anything. Like, I used to do it to prove to myself, because I thought of myself as being unique and individualistic when compared to everyone else around me. And because I needed to reinforce that, because I was insecure about it, what happened was that I was just constantly doing it. I built up this whole fantasy, this whole world of abstract world of non-existence, because I didn't really as well have anything to express my creativity onto. So my creativity, it ended up covering my underwear. And then after that, my creativity, it shrank. Because ultimately it does shrink, because you're narrowing your perceptions of ideas in this way. It will sort of be kept inward and then shrink. You know, it needs to go outward. This energy, this potent sexual energy, needs to go outward. And then I faced a period like, what if, it is that I don't have any motivation, you know? So I started reading David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. And there are a lot of ideas in there that I agree with, and I decided to follow some of them out. I added my own take on one of his, a couple of his ideas, because I have an accountability mirror I'd like to show you in another video. I also have cookie jar, and initially it was just going to be like a list of, hang on, that was my dad who was talking about some character on the television. Anyway, I have this cookie jar. I've written down all of my past achievements. I'm going to, carpal tunnel. I'm going to pull out a few of them, because this is what fuels my self-esteem. You see, I've realised that the more I can add to this, the more my abundance mindset will be. You know, and that helps, like, in multiple things outside of the red pill context. Anyway, so that's why I have low self-esteem. Let's see what it says here, because I'm reaching into it. The ideas I haven't touched an energy drink since before the first lockdown started, and I view that as an achievement. These successes will fuel me on when I'm sort of struggling with a task, like if I'm struggling to do my homework or whatever. I have this one. I've been to 2 places, which I can't mention on here, on my own. And they were quite, like, I travelled about 30 miles outward, which is a success for me. It's small, but it's a success. My cat's trying to eat these papers. So, also have one more because my cat's going berserk. I quit posting on online forums, and this is a recent achievement for me. I still track them. I've checked. I told you about checking those magic mushroom forums, even though I don't do it myself, just to find the excuse to PMO. And of course they'll be PMOing, because they're the types of people who'd argue that it's better when you're high to do it, which is absolute nonsense. I can imagine it's probably worse. I don't need to put my cookie jar in the kitchen. What am I doing? So, yeah, you've got to have reasons to carry on. So maybe a cookie jar can help with you. Help you with your streaks. And push you through doubt to discipline yourself. Because doubting, when you are overcome with doubt, it stops you, it slows you down, slows down your progress. You tell yourself that you can't do it, when really that you've got to overcome your mental limitations, because you're only working at 40% or below 40%. So you can actually increase that by making a cookie jar. And I wrote a list of goals down for my accountability mirror, which I'm going to make another video on. The accountability mirror goals, one of them is to create a productivity farm, because I've always liked creating these systems and experimenting with them, because I used to have the work inboxes from another book that I read, How to Be a Productivity Ninja, and I want to sort of use my holiday, because I haven't really had chance because of school, but use my holiday to just maximize these systems, to just do the research and find as many systems as possible and implement them. Like get them done in the holiday, get them set up, and I want to make like a little series on it, a little productivity series, which I want to call Productivity Farm. So this is a teaser for what is to come.